This is a super splitting axe. I really like it. This is an incredible axe.
Guys, welcome back to the Small Engine Saloon. I'm Steve. This is part number 2 with Buck and Billy Ray Smith and how to hang an axe. If you guys missed part number 1, I got a little link up for you in the top right hand corner right there. Click on that. It'll shoot you right back to part number 1. And now we continue.
There's another thing I want to explain and share with friends.
Yeah.
It's called the bounce. When you think you're down, friends, when you think you're down as far as you want, I'm not done. I'm going to do a bit more intricate stuff here, and we can do that or not. Yeah. We can move on. Yeah. Give it a bounce on the concrete. Give it a bounce like this. Hear it?
Yeah.
It's bouncing.
Is it going to pop back up?
Nope. See?
Oh, I see what you mean.
It's actually bouncing.
It's actually bouncing.
So that means that's down there. If it won't bounce, that means the head's gone, and it'll be a lighter tone. It'll be a lighter sound, and I'll show you right now. Okay? Listen. Listen. And watch the axe. Did you see that?
I have never seen this before.
Watch again. Watch again.
No bounce. It just goes and it's a dead thud. No bounce.
Again. It did it again. Yeah. Look. There it goes. Did you see that? It just jumped up.
Now it bounced.
Watch.
I have never seen this stuff before. I'm so glad that I got you on here today. You're teaching me. I thought I knew how to hang an axe.
This is acceptable. This would probably be okay. But for me, you see that space there? I want you to be nice to show that in a close-up, you know?
I will.
Right there. You see that gap?
Okay, we're looking down at the axe head from the bottom side.
That's right. And there's the gap. And I mean, it's not horrible. See this little bit of curl right there?
Yeah.
See right there?
Yeah.
We've got some curl there. We've got definite curl, and this is definite curl all the way there. We're going around. See, now there's that. Look at that.
Yeah.
So you can imagine this is gonna, that's a hole, man. That's a hole. Now we're going over. This side looks pretty good all the way here. This looks really good. You'll find probably a little touch not bad. Okay? This is pretty good, but there's still a gap there, Steve. I've got to fix this. And I'll show you how. That's very important information, Stephen.
That is true fitmanship.
Well, it is.
This is fitmanship.
Well, I'm not going to be handing axes out like that. I'm not going to do it.
You can't sell an axe like that. It's not good enough.
You can, but you'll only sell a couple.
Yeah, it's not good enough.
Not for me, it ain't.
Nope.
We're hitting here, Steve, obviously.
Yeah.
The curl. The only place I'm grabbing wood right now is right there and right there. That's it. Then this axe head's going. I might shave this a little bit because it's pretty narrow in there. I'm going to see if I can close that gap up. You know what I'm talking about, right, friends? Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, I could use a vise.
Okay.
But I don't really need a vise because I can do it like this. Because this is how I do it, friends, at my shop. I actually do. People laugh at me. Okay?
I see what you're
Are you laughing at me?
No, I'm not.
Oh, you better
I'm
not be.
absolutely intrigued with your knowledge, to be honest with you.
Okay, so see what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Okay. You see what I did?
You take all the shavings off.
Well, I'm just taking the wood where it was curled.
Exactly.
That's all I'm doing. So it'll go down the handle further.
Yeah.
Only where it curled, Stevie. Only where it curled. Now we go over here to this side.
A little bit of curl.
Yeah,
slight curl.
just here. And don't go down too far. You don't want to create a hole.
Yeah.
It's down.
You're right. I heard that.
So now, oh my. Oh, heavens to Betsy, Stephen. Look at that. It's coming.
Yeah.
And look at that freaking...
Yeah. No gap there anymore.
No.
No gap there anymore.
A little bit there.
Yep, tiny bit there.
And it's going more. And I'm going to see if I can grab that.
Yep.
So talk to me about that. See it?
So now you got more shavings there.
You got more.
What do you call it again?
Curl. Curl.
The curl.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's coming all the way around the axe now.
Yeah.
Stevie boy.
So if it's coming
This is really important stuff, Steve. I'm not acting out. It is.
So if it's coming all the way around your axe, not just on one spot, that means it's seating all the way around the entire axe handle.
Axe to metal.
Axe to metal curl.
Handy. Look at it disappearing. Oh, look at this. Wow. This is good. So now, once your fit's really close, you should not need to wail on this. I'm talking 1 or 2 pokes if your fit's right, because it'll bounce back.
Yeah.
It'll bounce back. I've had them do that. Like this is down. You see, my fit's deadly right now. Listen to it.
Yeah.
It's solid.
Solid. Sounds like you're hitting just solid wood.
That's solid. Yeah. Okay, so this is look at Steve. Look at the teeny little hole there. You want to show that now? We've got curl almost everywhere now. Yeah. So we're gonna end up with a teeny little gap there, but we don't want to go right down there and this is done. Yeah. This is done. Now watch what happens here.
That's the closest I've ever seen to fitting in.
Well, I mean, this is it, right? You gotta be careful you don't break it.
Yeah.
It's gone. Look at that little teeny hole.
Yeah.
At the front.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So we've literally got curl where we didn't have it, Steve. Yeah. Right there.
Yep.
That's always the spot. And there it is there. This thing's done.
Yep.
That is a fit.
That's seated as good as it can be. So now we got that thing seated good enough to go on.
So now listen. Here's something very, very important, friends. This to me is the most, this can make or break your fit, is the wedge. When it's time for a wedge, friends, I see it tons on the internet, on YouTube.
We're going into step number 5?
We're going to do it. Here's the important part. We need to cut this off now.
Yes.
Am I okay to talk?
Yep, for sure. We need to wedge it now, but you can't wedge when there's an inch and a half of wood sticking out of it.
No, that'll bust right off.
Yeah, for sure.
This is at the point now where we cut this now. Okay? So I'm going to cut this off. Hopefully Stevie's axe. Now, I don't cut right up against the metal, Steve. I don't do it. No. Okay?
How much?
Well, I leave
it a half
quarter inch.
Okay.
I leave it right about here. Okay? And I pull back first. I get started, depending on the saw I'm using. Get it started so you're not busting or breaking out anything. And I just start going. Not a bad axe, or not a bad saw here. Let the saw do the work. Now when I get to here, Steve, let's tighten that up. When I get to here, I actually hold this. And the reason I do is because I don't want it to break out. So I hold this like this, or even put a set of vice grips or something on it. See, as I get to here, and I slow down, and I ever so slightly just go like that. Okay, so that's what I do right there. That's actually nice. This is working out very nice. You see what I see? You want to show that on there?
Yep, I know exactly what you're going to show.
I would show
is that kerf is not hammered right closed, so you can't get a freaking wooden wedge in there now.
You've got to get a wooden wedge in. Friends, I cannot stress, Steve, how important this next step is, friends. This is extremely important, really important. A lot of guys don't do it. I'm telling you, get a hacksaw blade or something that'll fit down in here and go like this. Put that right against, inside the kerf, friends. I've gone in the kerf now, okay? Put your finger right there, keep it there, pull it out. It shows you
how deep that kerf is?
Yeah, and how big you need to make your freaking wedge. So why would you put a longer wedge? Because you're going to freaking bash the handle off.
I totally understand what you're saying. You take a stock wedge, a wood wedge from the store.
Look at the size of it.
That's way too long.
Look at it.
So what Buckins is saying is that the bottom of that wedge right there is going to hit the bottom of the kerf, And as you're pounding it in,
you're going to smack your handle
it's
off.
pushing the handle back out again because this is hitting the bottom of the kerf and pushing your handle out.
This is okay, friends. It's about halfway down the axe, but geez, I like it a little longer than that, friends. I like to go 2/3. It's just me. It's just me, okay? 2/3 down. So now, what I do, because this is my axe and I'm making it for somebody.
You're going to cut that kerf longer, aren't you?
Yes, I am. And
with your hacksaw blade?
Yeah, Stevie. That's literally it, right there, bang. So now, I'm down a little further, Steve-o. Okay, much better.
So, just so you guys know, what he just did, the kerf, the slot, where your wedge goes in the middle of that handle, he just literally put that in the vise, put that saw down there, and just cut it deeper. It wasn't long enough.
No, not for me.
It wasn't going deep enough.
Not for me.
The wedge won't go in deep enough for his taste.
No.
So he just cut that thing deeper, so the wedge is going to go in there deeper. That's what we just did.
Does that make sense?
That makes sense to me. Absolutely.
Okay, so this, I'm really happy with this, actually. Really happy with it. Good.
Oh, yeah.
Right there. Todd the Tree Guy. Todd the Tree Guy.
Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. That'd be cool.
Todd, brother, I'm making your axe right now, buddy, on Steve's small engine Saloon.
You just watched it being built in front of you. That's cool.
On your channel? No, I'm dead serious.
That's cool.
I
believe you, absolutely.
No,
cool,
this is going to be, this is a Buckins special going to Todd the Tree Man. Right
cool.
there. Todd
Awesome.
the Tree Man.
Awesome. Welcome, Todd. Welcome to the channel.
Oh, yeah, that's deadly. Now, we don't need, because this is a fit, friends, because it's a fit now,
Yeah.
I don't need to go wailing on it no more.
Yeah.
It's fit. It's seated down there. Poof. Done. You hit it harder, you're going to break wood.
You got to at least get it back up to where it was, though.
You
right?
betcha.
Yeah.
You betcha, partner. Hear it?
Done. Done.
Hear that?
Yep, that's it right there. That's done.
Pretty much.
That's seated.
Yep, it is.
Yep. Yep, I heard that.
Look at what we did to that freaking hole.
It's gone.
You know how
Well,
that takes time.
Yeah, that's gone.
That's it. That's gorgeous, actually,
And
friends.
how deep is it now?
I'll show you.
Two-thirds of the way down. Exactly where you like it.
Well, I would hope so.
So now what do you do with that?
I need wood glue.
So
Now-
why are we putting wood glue in there?
Okay.
I've never heard this before.
What?
I haven't.
Really?
Have you ever had a wood wedge come out on you because it's not glued in?
Never.
So why are you using wood glue?
I love it. Good question, Steve.
Yeah.
Do you know how many axe heads I've taken off and drilled out and
1,000.
well, where was that one? Oh, well, that one we just done. This one.
Yeah.
Would you look at that? They can come out.
There's a piece of the wood wedge is missing out of there.
It's gone.
It's
I
not even
didn't
there.
do that before I came
No,
over here.
I believe you.
Friends,
I believe
just
you.
put some glue in your freaking thing. Okay, now, friends, so this is important. Where's my hacksaw blade? We got to get this straight, friends. Okay, so nice space. And size is important, too. Like, you got to make sure what you got, right?
Size is important.
Oh, dear.
I
Here
hear
he
that.
goes.
I hear
Here
that.
he freaking goes. Down at the saloon. Down at the freaking saloon. This is actually a nice size wedge for that.
That's exactly
actually
the
a
same
nice
depth.
size wedge.
Yeah.
It's coming. There it is. I hear it coming there now. There she be. Ah, there we go, friends. Stick some wood glue on your wedge for crying out loud. Just do it. Wow, that is pretty thick. That's a good glue, eh?
Well done, baby.
Is that what
That
it
ain't
is?
coming out.
No. I'm going to bang this wedge in
I'm
now.
going to stand over here now.
Now, we know this wedge is the exact same size we need. We know it. We measured it.
You just custom made your own
Yes.
wood wedge for this axe. I've never seen anybody actually custom make a wedge for their axe before.
Okay, now, I want you, Steve, just to hold the base of that axe for me. Just hold it. Yeah, like that. Can you do that for me? Okay, are you seeing that going in?
Yeah.
Look at it, Stevie.
Starting to mushroom out.
Look at it. Then take a look. Make sure you're not. Oh, it hasn't moved.
No,
isn't that wonderful?
That's what I was looking
So
at.
we are literally we're millimeters from the bottom. I'm cracking this thing, Steve.
You mean if this goes down all the way, it'll be at the bottom of
Well,
the
yes, it will. But I mean, we measured it, right? I mean, I don't need. That's it. It's done. That axe is done. This is what I do now.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious, would you look at that, Stephen? Look at freaking this and that. Dear Lord. So now what we would do into the fine stages. So now what I do to test my axes, and we will do that right now with that piece of wood. Okay? I want to start beating on it. So what we've done, friends, if you want to test your axes, splitting wood is not testing your axes. It's not, unless you do it for 5 hours straight. Splitting wood doesn't really put a lot of pressure on an axe unless it's horrible, horrible firewood. To test your fit, to test my fitmanship, what I do is I go outside, I have this thing I beat on, and I beat on with this part of the axe, not this part, because you split wood, you're not really doing a lot. You're not testing it. You're testing it if you chop, cross cut, definitely. Or beat it like this, like literally beat it. I'm not gonna do that because we'll make a ton of racket. I want you to look at this with your own eyes, not me telling you. I want you to see if you can see mushrooming over. Look closely, you'll need to look closely.
There's absolutely, without a doubt.
Of course there is. It's mushrooming over, friends.
So,
very, very important, I can't stress it. Why would you cut that flush?
there it is right there. Every axe I've ever hung, I just, unfortunately, just told you guys I've hung over 100 axes. Every one of them, I've taken it like that, took a hacksaw, and I cut it right off flush with the top of that head. What Buckins telling you right now, you leave it 1/4 of an inch up like that, then you wedge it, it actually mushrooms the top of that out, flares it over so it's way bigger than the top of your axe head. There is no possible way that can come off.
Well, no, I mean there is, but
What could I do to this? What could I do to this to make this axe head come off right now?
I haven't even put a steel wedge in it now.
That's right, we got to go to the steel wedge now. What's the steel wedge do? What does it do? What's it going to do that's better than this one? Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's
Mushrooms it out even bigger.
yeah.
So what did we just do? We just hung an axe.
We just basically hung an axe. Now, how long is this? Like, I know they're going to see an edited version. Steve, how long have we been here right now, me and you? How long have we been here?
Since the minute we turned this camera on and we started has been exactly 1 hour and 55 minutes. You're not going to see 1 hour and 55 minutes because nobody's going to watch it, right? No. I'm going to edit the stupid shit out and stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
No problem. But we've been here for this long.
But we're not done.
What do we got to do?
Well,
metal wedge.
Like I'm
Metal
just
wedge.
saying, like we're actually not done seating the axe.
Yeah.
A good axe hafting, friends. I'll spend half a day, sometimes a day. I just do what it takes to make it right.
Yeah.
I've made axes, and something's not right with me.
Yeah.
And something happens. They go through an extensive scrutiny with me. I take it and I beat them. I'd like to take this outside right now and beat it up against something really, really hard. Have you got that apparatus? What can I go slam really hard?
What are you driving right now?
My wife's car.
Okay, we don't want to do that then.
No. I mean, even old trees.
I got a bunch of I got a bunch of logs back here.
Beautiful. Grab your
Small-
camera. Let's go
small,
do it. So this is what they call a living stump, friends. It's feeding off these other trees. Now we just hafted this axe. It's beautiful out here, isn't it, friends? Eh? Look at. This is the one we just hafted. Got a little dirt on it already. Hey Todd, you ready for this, buddy? We're gonna kick this thing right in the satchelachas. Look at that. There's our fit. We just finished hafting her. I'm gonna give her a clobber. No steel wedges yet. What's this? See, look at that. We're right on solid wood.
You cut it with the backside. Not cutting with the backside, but beating the backside. Is this testing, Buckin?
Yeah.
Testing it.
What's that sound?
Did it move 1 millimeter?
No.
Not
Look at
1 millimeter. Look at this.
So it just, and now steel wedges. You see, friends, it's the finishing product. It hasn't moved. I do this every day of my life, and the system I have, I love it. It works really good for me. That has not moved a freaking inch. Hasn't even thought about it. There's nothing.
Nope, not 100.
And that's just a wood wedge.
Come on! So what do you think? That stood up to your Buck and Billy Ray beating test or what?
100%, bud.
That's awesome.
100%.
That's awesome.
I can't let nothing go out my door. And that's like, I'll do that, you know, once for sure. I'll do it probably 2-3 times. I'll let it sit. I'll go back a few days later. Like, I don't make an axe and ship it.
Yeah.
I don't. I'll make an axe. It'll sit at my house for probably 2 weeks. A week for sure.
Yeah.
And go through scrutiny. It'll go through split and smack and bang and sitting. Okay, so that there. So now what I do is I actually, but I tell you what I do is I let it dry.
The white glue that you put
I
in
do.
there.
I let it dry before I hit it with a steel.
Okay.
I just do.
Well, you don't need, I mean, we can just explain to our viewers how to do it. We don't need to actually do it right now, right?
That's one of my axes I've been freaking kicking the living crap out of for 3 or 4 years. Is there a steel wedge in there?
There's no steel wedge.
No, there's not. Is there one here, Steve?
If you put white glue, wood glue, in a wood wedge and you have it mushroomed out the top like that,
and it's not moist,
what is the point of a steel wedge?
Well,
security, just extra.
It is. You're not going to need a steel wedge in that axe.
No, not if you're hanging it on the wall as an ornament.
But he's going to use it.
Yep.
If he's going to use it and bang wedges, banging wedges beats axes terribly.
Yep.
Way more than any wood chopping axe you're ever going to use.
Yep.
Way more. Makes sense?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
So these,
it's an extra final step security feature to put in there, just so you know 100% sure.
Makes sense.
It ain't coming off.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah,
makes sense to me. We could.
You don't want to put a metal wedge in here right now, and that's fine.
I could.
We do what you do.
I brought wedges to show. I brought a bunch of wedges to show.
Okay.
Wedges that I use, wedges that I don't use. You not catch me using these anymore.
No.
The old step wedge, teeny little, you know the ones that you put in hammers and small hatchets. I use round wedges, friends. I just do. I use them. I use these beautiful round wedges. You know, I mean, these are wonderful. I will put one in here.
Well, we don't actually even need to talk about that.
No, we don't.
I mean, that's pretty easy.
It's pretty simple.
You take the metal wedge and you pound it in. It's pretty easy. We don't even need to show that.
But I've seen guys screw it up too. So just take your time. Not in a hurry. You know?
Right on. So that right there.
That's a nice little axe, Steve.
That is a well-hung axe. It's a pretty sad day, Buckin, when you wake up one morning and you realize that your axe is better hung than you are.
Ooh.
That's a pretty sad day right there.
Does this always happen to you? Does he lay this stuff on you guys all the time? That's pretty bad.
Okay, so what have we got now? Show and tell time?
I'd like to show a couple things.
What have you got for show and tell?
This is a huge hit in my heart. Waza, a man from Australia, gave me a black raven. He gave me 2 black ravens, actually. The man is he's a piece of gold. He lives in Australia. He's got a family, a new daughter, a beautiful family. And Waza, if you're watching, pal, I love you like a brother, buddy. This axe, friends, is so close to my heart. Here's my daily freaking banger. This is my daily banger. Look at that. One wedge.
This is what you chop wood with
Yes,
every day.
it is. Yeah, well, this is my wedge banger. That's a 3-pound German. Gorgeous. This is all over the. This thing's been everywhere, this thing. There's cork boot holes in it. I kicked the crap out of this thing, and I fit that, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago. I beat the crap out of it.
Yeah.
Stiletto. Isn't that a beauty? Oh, I love that axe. That is just a dandy looking axe. Look at it. I leave my axes looking all patinaed up. I even make, oh, I just love, there's a Buckins special for you, friends, right there. Stevie, come on.
I know.
That's outrageous.
Double bit axes are cool to me too. Paul Bunyan style.
See,
hey, this is actually a lot lighter.
Oh, it's a beauty.
This is a lot lighter than I thought it would be.
This company's been around since the mid 1800s. So I don't need to show off a bunch more of this stuff. This to me is, I'm an axe freak. This isn't something I just decided to wake up and do one day. I've been doing this a long, long time. Look at that Black Raven. These just came into my life in the last year, friends. This is crazy stuff. I saw one of these on the internet, YouTube, for $1,100.
Yeah. Everything that you've told us today, Buckin, is interesting to me. Yeah. I'm actually a little overwhelmed right now with how much information that I've got from you. So thank you again for being here. Oh, and man, what else can I say? Have we covered everything? Is there anything else you want to say to our viewers before we sign off?
Lots. Have you got another couple, 3-4 hours?
No, I'm kind of tired. I want to go to bed now.
Gotcha.
You wore me out.
Yeah, I want to thank you. This has been a freaking blast. Yeah, I mean, it has. I want to thank the Saloon for having me in here. This is the first collaboration I've ever done. I think we're at about close to 18,000 subs now, 17 and a half or something like that. The channel's been growing. Yeah. I love my subscribers like no one's business. Yeah. If anyone's, this guy's running a good channel. He's doing a good thing. He is. He's doing a really good thing. Thank you. I'm not a how-to. He's a how-to, how he does stuff, and I like that aspect of it, friends. If anybody's out there thinking about opening up and doing a YouTube channel, follow your dreams. Do it. You know, it's just something, if you can make someone's life better, then I think your channel will do okay. It's plain and simple. I think you need to make people's lives better somehow.
That's why I do it.
Well, it's true, and you do.
I do.
And you do. So
you save you some money. Gonna save you some money. Gonna
100%
help you get no frustration taking stuff in because it doesn't run. It's easy to fix.
And
so
you got to
do that. Yeah.
And you got all the tricks. I've watched your videos, and your chain filing video. I'll talk to you about that a little later, maybe.
All right. We'll argue about that one a little bit later.
Let's bring in the love. Come on, give me a hug.
Buds, glad to have you here, Buckin.
Yeah, my pleasure, bud. Cheers.
And is that it?
It is.
Cheers.
Cheers to you. How do you shut this show down?
How do we do this? We go, till the next time, guys, Buckin and Steve out.